Greetings and very welcome back to my humble neck of the YouTube woods. We are gathered here again tonight to give this Bobble challenge, which Richard Tappington has aptly named Top of the Pops, which I love. One last cheeky go, and I can't hear any of the audio now, but I can see my guy blowing lots of bubbles. This is part of the Shan Raza Cup, obviously, and basically this game is quite strange. You'll notice some differences. I see the way I'm blowing an awful lot of bubbles. I ended up doing a few attempts, and on one of them I got to level 25, which is one behind the current leader, who is Game on Ghost, who did an amazing run a few days ago. He made it to level 26, I believe. But on that, when I died, I decided to continue on, basically. I stopped recording, and I think I got to level 33 and went into an awful lot of bonus rounds, and I saved my score. And when I went to play again, everything was different. Like, I got the long bubble shot there, but usually I would be powered up. I would have gotten the fast boots and the fast bubble strikes and stuff like that. And yeah, the game had changed when I started playing it again, and they started giving me different power-ups. And you know, there's a timer. Apparently there's a hidden timer from your bubbles. Like you have to do 20 of them and you'll get a bubble boost or something. It seems to be, that's why I'm shooting an awful lot of bubbles. It's gone up, the timer has gone up, or a counter I should say. So I'm not really sure, and they were giving me bombs and strange items that I haven't seen before. But long story short, I ended up trying to delete my file and remove the game and reset the settings and stuff like that in order to get it back to the way it was. But none of that actually worked. They removed the bombs, so some items actually don't even pop up. They won't give me in the early levels. If you watch again, you'll see that no item pops up, whether just no speed boosts or anything like that. And yes, that was unusual. I got my power blast there. And as you can see, I changed my tactics. For the most part, I am playing the exact same tactics, but I am popping loads of these bubbles, these water bubbles at the moment, because I've decided to summon the umbrella nice and early, in the early levels. So I'm popping loads of these. I think it's if you get close to 20 bubbles popped, you can skip up to 7 levels. And that's what I believe I do. So I'm popping these like crazy. There's the Baron, but he's too late, unfortunately, because I've popped all the bubbles and defeated the level. And on this level now, this will summon the umbrella, because I popped so many of those water balloons. So I believe the umbrella will spawn now, and that's gonna boost me and blast me all the way down to level 14. So I've skipped a lot. And there's a method to that madness, in the sense of it'll keep your score that little bit lower, you know, so the enemies don't go as crazy at you. And at this stage I tried enough that I just wanted to skip a fair few of the early levels and adventure into the newer, stranger territory, so to speak. So as you can see, what's this? This is level 15 and I'm going strong. Pretty much the same tactics as the last time. I'm forewarned with a bit of knowledge from watching Game on Ghost. I don't know if I've actually used the skill in this one, but I've learned how to actually bubble, hop on the bubbles. You literally just have to hold down the jump button. So it wasn't as complex or complicated as I thought. But I also learned on level 20 that there's a door that brings you to a secret room, which was there when I was on level 20 the last time, but I just ignored it because I didn't know what it was. But I watched Game on Ghost's video and I seen that was indeed a secret level. I like this, the fireballs. So I can just blast all these guys away. yeah, this is a really fun game just to go back and just get a little bit further on. If you have a bit of patience and you don't mind dying and going back to the start, which I don't, generally speaking. I'm quite a patient gamer, you know. Very, very rarely do I get frustrated on games like this, particularly if you only put 5 or 4 minutes or something into a run, you know. So I'm being extra cautious. I'm staying well away from these guys, making sure I get them all. Took a little bit of a risk there, but I used the bubble bounce to get that last guy. I'm being patient here and waiting for this angry last survivor who's always miffed because his comrades have all fallen. Take him out. And basically I don't use... I'm not sure if you can pop enough bubbles to skip levels again, but I never can. I only ever get to use one umbrella, you know. This is a relatively handy level if you don't see the way those guys were already red in the bubble. Sometimes you have to watch out for that. It means they're going to break out quite swiftly. I do end up skipping levels in the sense of that bonus level skips a level, and also the extend. As you can see, I think I need another E to get the extend. I usually keep one letter. Here we are, level 19, which I kept referring to as the chandelier level. But you know, that was just my mind lying to me. It's much more like an antique kind of candle holder, I suppose. But chandelier sounds cooler. So yeah, I got those two. I'll pop them, and there's only one enemy left. So I have this level quite sus now. I'm just waiting on the electricity to come, and hopefully I can blast him to smithereens. Oh, that was close. I think I get him on the next one though. So yeah, loads of people have been joining the fun on this one, which is great to see. I'm sure Richard and Raza are delighted with that. And it's interesting seeing all the different versions from Twitch to PlayStation to ZX Spectrum to the Commodore 64 and everything in between. It's just brilliant, you know, the Nintendo Entertainment System. That's the door that I neglected to hop on the last time. So I went straight for it this time, and it brings me to the mysterious bonus level, which is pretty cool, you know. Of course, you get loads of points, so you're going to get more life and rack up a higher score and stuff like that in this neck of the woods. So we're striving to beat level 26 basically, and this is definitely the last chance I'm going to have. I won't be able to have any more tries. And I think as much as I've had fun with it, I think this is enough now. I can lay this game to rest. This is the level that defeated me the last time, but now I know what to do. Shoot the lightning bolts. Pink Princess was actually making fun of my my silly demise in the sense of jumping and clipping through the wall and getting hit. Which is fair enough. I think something similar happens in this run. I reach a level where I see a new enemy and new tactics, and I'm not sure what to do, and I kind of panic and hop around and get myself killed, I believe. But yeah, shout out to Richard's family orientated video. That was brilliant. He's the only one, I believe, so far that's done a co-op run on this. You are allowed play co-op, but as soon as one of your guys die, it's game over. And he did a wonderful video with his son, his daughter and his partner, which was brilliant, you know. Fair play, Richard. And there's been too many people to name that have actually tried the challenge, but I've enjoyed watching every single one of them. If you're curious, go to Raza Retro's channel, the one who runs the Shan and Raza Cup challenges, essentially, and he always shares everybody who does a run, which is brilliant, you know. So it's great if you think you might have missed somebody's run and might want to get hints and tips and see their tactics. Level 25. This is a funky level. I died on this one the last. That was actually as far as I went when the game went a bit crazy and changed all of the items that they were giving me. But I realised that the E is there, and I jumped up and got the extend. Because I think they introduced a new puzzle element where there's fire bubbles and you hit the fire bubbles, and then that's supposed to heat up the pan and kill the ghosts. But I wasn't entirely sure what to do, so I took this little skip. Level 26, and this is where Game on Ghost got to, I believe. And I learned from him not to stay on the bottom while taking these guys on, so I'm jumping onto different platforms and letting them come to me. And there's the aforementioned fire bubbles there on the ground. Don't seem to be able to hurt my guy though. And luckily enough, happy days, we have passed level 26, so we're chuffed. And now we're in new territory, so you'll see me being extra cautious, just picking off those fly dudes when I get the chance. I have no bother taking them off, taking them out one by one, not being overzealous. Nice and easy does it, slow and steady tactics, you know yourself. So I'm hoping to see a lot more. I do think Marco's Blind Gaming is going to try and get a late effort in, and Papa Bear Gaming. That was cool. I like this little perpetual falling I have here. Falling into the void. This one had me a little bit nervous, but I was like, I have the firepower just to blast all these nice and early. And then I was clipping into that wall, and I was afraid I wouldn't be able to jump up, but it went smooth enough. But yeah, fair play to everybody who got involved so far. I enjoyed watching every single attempt. This was a new level as well, so I'm just kind of watching to see if I can get all the guys in one spot. And I jump up, and then everything slows down. I mean, if there's enough enemies on screen and I'm blowing the bubble, sometimes they slow down to bits, but that killed the vast majority of them there. So it's a one life challenge, guys. Go as far as you can on one life. Don't bother about points or anything like that, it's just as far as you can go. On the arcade version. All versions of the game are accepted. This is the level, this is my demise, guys. So I'll be loving and leaving you soon. I did not know what the hell those Goomba looking fellas were hopping up and down, and they had me a little bit rattled. I didn't notice the door over there, but I do, the bonus door on the right, and I try and jump over, but I somehow end up clipping and coming up the bottom of the screen, and then the door disappears, so I bottled my opportunity. So this is my end. I clip into the wall and die. I love yous and leave yous, guys. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and be safe. Coin to all coins, and slán a bhaile.